What's up over there? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about the Turkish government scholarship or Turkiye Burslari scholarship 2021 and most of the questions and even the important details people need to know before applying, or some questions, frequent asked questions which they bring a little bit about doubt for people during the application. So if you have any question concerning this scholarship, feel free to drop on the comment section on this live stream and I'll try to reply to it. So actually we're gonna cover about majority of the questions, so feel free to ask here out. So consider watching until the end, but if you're new here, consider subscribing. Let's hit that 2,000 subscribers by the end of January. We still have halfway, guys, to go. Don't let me down. So the first question which we have in our list here is how to find university department for this scholarship. How exactly can you find about that? So it is not hard. You are not forced to go to search for your own about the universities which they offer your field. This scholarship actually helps you by guiding you according to your criteria. So when you fill up your details, for example, during the high school, then you come up, you fill high school, maybe middle school or high school or the bachelor's, according to the course. When you go to the homepage for the application, you have the chance over there to select, to choose the courses which you'll find most of them or suggested universities and courses. So you can find suggested courses. When you click on the courses, then you find particular universities. So to find university for this scholarship, you don't need to hassle that much. Just fill your details correctly, then go to homepage and dive into the level which you're applying for, is bachelor's, master's or PhD, or maybe research and other stuff. Then over that way is whereby you can be checking your field and you look of the universities which are available, options which you can apply. That was the first question. But on that part, you can choose up to 12 universities, 10 plus 2, 12. But the list you can select one. So make sure you use the opportunity to choose almost 12 universities, but ensure the first. Question number 2, what language tests are acceptable to apply for this scholarship in Turkey? What language tests are acceptable to apply for this scholarship? Actually, this Turkish government scholarship or Turkiye Burslari just mostly accepts the TOEFL exams. This is mostly accepted by the institutes. But other tests like IELTS, TOEFL, maybe someone having IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, SAT, MCAT, and others are not compulsory for you to upload. So if you got the TOEFL, it's better to upload because most of the institutions or education, let me say universities here in Turkey, they accept students to get admitted into every single department by considering TOEFL as the standard exam. So if you have the TOEFL, if you don't have, it is not compulsory. You can just skip those other criteria. You got my point, guys. So if you have the language test like TOEFL, put it. If you don't have, if TOEFL is most acceptable. So if you have the TOEFL and you have good grades, you have the high chance to get accepted to the universities. If you don't have the TOEFL, you have the IELTS, maybe GRE, GMAT, SAT, ACT, MCAT, and others. They are not compulsory, but if you have, you can add them up, maybe to leverage up about winning the scholarship. Will be strong for candidates who have it. So let's go to the third question. Where can you find what coverage does it cover, this scholarship? This scholarship actually covers about undergraduate, master's, doctoral program students, as well as others who want to study, interested in cultural and language course or even short courses program. People can apply. The coverage is full funded, everything including the flight ticket and other things. Question number 4 in our list, does this Turkiye Burslari scholarship offers the MBBS MBBS or BDS scholarship. MBBS actually is you divide it half, like MBBS. So when you say MB means MB means B, Bachelors of Medicine, and MB, Bachelors of Medicine, and BS, Bachelor of Surgery, which in other country we just use it as medicine, medical doctor, MD. So this scholarship offers also people to study medicine, but the criteria for people to study medicine, you should ensure that your marks should be 90% of the marks during your graduation of your high school, which is equivalent to 12th grade. It should be about 90 marks. You know, getting enrolled here in medicine here in Turkey is real hard, competitive. Even when you do exams which are entrance exam into universities, they call them YOS, they are real competitive. You need to get high grades, like from this average, from the highest 90 something and the other stuffs, to get enrolled into medicine. And it varies between universities and the university. So if you want to apply for masters, if you want to apply for medicine, to study medicine, that means MBBS, Bachelors of Medicine and Bachelors of Surgery, which is, you say I'm doing medicine and the surgery, so you need to have the good outstanding academic performance. And you shouldn't just focus, you should also check, are these grades, this 90% of the marks, they shouldn't shock you, because it is hard to get 90% of the marks, meaning you should have the average of 90, which is real crazy. You cannot do that. So what you need to do out of that 90, what you can do is that you can just focus, if you have the grades that in your country allows you to get enrolled into medicine, choose to apply for medicine. And when you choose to apply for medicine, that means you can get enrolled if they do an equivalence of the grades in your country and the equivalence of their grades here in Turkey. The other questions, so for other people who are coming from those other countries, like maybe India, other countries where they use 12th grade, maybe they have their own system where they don't talk about high school, or they use 10th grade, 11th, 12th. So for those people, you should make sure you fill the 12th grade for you to apply for medicine, or to apply for bachelor. That's what I mean. There's a question here. You are saying, what should I do? What should you do to get a grade on 12th test? Can you connect me to Master Scholarship International Relation of Diplomas? What can you do to get the grades on? What should you do to get the grades of 12th test? Well, 12th test is not mandatory, bro. Brother Ibrahim Hussein, the 12th test is not mandatory. So if you don't have the 12th test, doesn't mean that you won't be selected for the scholarship. This scholarship, the English language is not mandatory, but if you got the 12th, means you have much possibility to get admitted into into universities in Turkey, here in Turkey. And because you getting scholarship depends on how you will stand out on securing the admission. That means if you have your highest probability of acquiring admission, that means you have the highest chance to get the scholarship. That's what I mean. So if you don't have this 12th test, don't worry. Put your document at the way you have right now and apply. The rest will be history. So we need to pray to the Lord to give us the chance for this scholarship. That's what we can do. I don't know if I made it clear or not. So if you don't have the 12th now, if you don't have the SAT exam, if you don't have the ACT, you don't have the IELTS test, don't rush now to go and apply to an institution to go and do the test. No, just feel free. The document which you have, use them to apply. fill all the mandatory fields, and if you got extra curricular activities like hobbies and other stuffs, make sure you include them also on your application, because they can rank you higher. Any achievement, any academic achievement, make sure you include them. That's what I can say. And you are saying here, can you connect, should I connect master's scholarship with international relations and diploma subject? As I was saying at the beginning of the video, you don't need to rush. You don't need to rush about the course which you want to apply. What you need to do, fill out your documents the way they are, the way they were. Fill out correctly, like, okay, stage 1, personal information, academic, fill well. If you're applying for masters, make sure your bachelor's degree is filled well. So after filling that your bachelor's degree, then you go on. When you go for the apply, you click, you'll find the courses which are eligible. If you haven't watched that, you can watch the video of 11 minutes I did, which was a high rush about people how can apply both undergraduate and postgraduates. So when you go over there, you reach until the stage, so you choose the field. For example, you wanna study international relations, so you find international relation, like you click international relation, they popped out down like the list of universities, so you choose from those universities which you wanna apply. You wanna apply diploma in maybe politics, you choose politics. Down you find diplomas in politics, you choose politics, then they pop down the list of universities. So it's very easy, just like that. So you don't need to search for the university. Just fill your details well. When you go on searching for the university, that part, search according to the department they are listed. If it's chemistry, you find maybe biology, find what department, like that systematically. So going to another question, which was question number 5, what is the application procedure for filling an educational background? So this question has been very confusing, and we found the answer over here. Thanks. So ortaokul, which means middle school, that part for middle school is not compulsory for people who are applying for undergraduate or bachelor's degree. If you're applying for medicine or you're applying for engineering, bachelor's in something, that ortaokul middle school is not compulsory. So because there is one of my friend, he was from a certain country, he doesn't have the results of the middle school and wanted to apply for bachelor's, and I told him you should fill both too, but now I'm clarifying here, so it is not compulsory. You just need to fill the high school. If you do the middle school, when you're filling for middle school, you will be eligible for all the middle school information. When you are filling there, if you're applying for bachelor, is that's compulsory. They say your orthodox section is required for people applying for Dianet Foundation, which Dianet Foundation is just like, I can say is another type of scholarship, or I can say a branch of scholarship, but I'm not sure about this word branch, but let's say it's another type of scholarship under Turkish government scholarship. So when you are applying for Dianet Foundation, and maybe applying maybe for International Imam Hatip High School scholarships, when you are applying for those scholarships, the middle school is compulsory. So it can be left blank. You can leave it blank if you are a Bachelor of Science or MBBS, Bachelors of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, or let's say medicine, medical doctor, or BDS, or you're applying for Masters or PhD. The middle school is not compulsory. So candidates for PhD candidates. So if you are a candidate of Bachelor of Science, you are a candidate of Medicine, or they call it MBBS, Medicine and Surgery, you are a candidate of BDS, candidate of Masters, candidate of PhD, the middle school is not compulsory for you. So high school section, for this section, please upload your 10th and 12th grade certificate. So 10th and 12th grade certificate, these are grade certificates For other countries, we say high school mostly. If you are still in high school now, like if you are still enrolled maybe in India, any other country, Somalia, you are still in high school and you are about to graduate, that means maybe you are in your 11th. So on the part for the high school, you can keep continuing, and the certificate will put it later. But on that part for education, they say associate degree section. Filling this section varies as it is for the study program that leads to a degree program. So it is for the study programs that leads to a degree program. That's why diploma holders can upload their diploma information here. So if you have the diploma, you can upload your diploma certificate over that section of associate degree. Or if you want to upload the 12th grade information, also can be filled over there. And if the 10th and the 12th grade certificate are uploaded in high school, if the 10th and the 12th grade are uploaded in the part for high school, so there's no need this part of associate degree, you can leave it blank. So for people who are applying for degrees, bachelor's, the associate degree, if you graduated, you are coming from a vocational training center, or you are coming from VETA, you are coming from college, you want to apply this part for associate degree, you can put there your results, you can put there your diploma results during application. So they say here the important is to upload the documents, and then the Turkish Scholarship Council, they will evaluate your documents. So no matter the place where you placed and other stuff, they'll look for your document, they'll check that for the eligibility. So instead maybe of putting your diploma certificate maybe on the associate degree section, maybe you added on the high school, because maybe you want to have the equivalence for people who are coming fresh now from schools, you added on high school, they'll check on high school as well. So make sure if now you are aware of this, when before you have applied or you haven't submitted, you can change on the part for the diploma which you got from the college. If you are doing diploma in pharmacy, diploma in clinical medicine, diploma in dentistry, diploma in education, diploma in something, you did a lot of diplomas, maybe diploma courses, put them at the associate part. Or if you have the other certificate, you wanna attach them, put them on the association part. So let me come back to your question here. You are saying, oh, was it retracted? You deleted. Okay, thank you. Oh, I've understood. All right. So another question, very important about the recommendation letters, or reference letters necessary for Turkey scholarship application. So for masters and PhD, the recommendation letter is very important, and you are required to submit to. So masters and PhD candidates, 2 recommendation letters are necessary. But for bachelors of social science applicant, medicine, BDS applicants, only 1 recommendation letter is required to be uploaded. So the one who signed the letter will be contacted by email for the verification of the letter, but the candidate, do not need to upload the letter again. So that's why when you are applying for bachelor's or master's, on the part for recommendation, so for bachelor's, just put one referee is enough. So from your high school maybe, or that recommendation is coming from the let's say from the college, maybe from the college where you did your diploma, or it's coming from your middle school. But make sure the recommendation, someone was asking, should the recommendation come only from academicians, people who are at institutions where you study, academicians, or should come none related to academic? But a recommendation can come from anyone, from you, from your brother, from your sister, from your friend, anyone can come. But it is better when you get the recommendation from the school, from the university, from the institution, where you studied. It will be better not to get the recommendation letter from the business person or from someone owning the company and other stuff. So it is better to get the recommendation letter from the institution for academician. It will be very outstanding. I don't know if we are together over there. Let me try to switch the light. Yep, we are together. So another question, so to clarify this recommendation letter, if you recommendation, but if you are bachelor, just put one recommendation is enough. And another question, is it mandatory to get an acceptance letter? Oh, Ediza, thank you. So is it mandatory? Sorry guys, someone was trying to interfere by calling while we are here discussing the very important topic. So another question, is it mandatory to get the acceptance letter to apply for Turkiye Burslari government scholarship? There's no need for the acceptance letter, because when you just apply to the scholarship portal, scholarship site, from the scholarship site, when documents will be evaluated and other stuffs, for them they will apply for you to the university. Yeah, but you should pass first on the screening or evaluation process. The most important question also comes here now. What language options are available to study in Turkish institutes? So in Turkey here, if you wanna come for the Turkish government scholarship, is it mandatory to study in Turkish? Can you study in English? Can you study in Russian? Can you study in French and other languages? Yeah, it is possible. So under this scholarship, though majority of courses and majority of privileges for candidates to win to study in Turkish language, but majority of courses also are some courses offered from the university in English. So let's say there are some institutes that teach in English, German, and some other foreign languages. So to apply, if you want to apply to study in Turkey using another English medium, using another language of instruction, let's say you want to study in English under this Turkish government scholarship, that means you should bring the documents verifying that you are verifying about that language. That means they say to apply for another medium of instruction than Turkish, one must upload the language test results during the application. So make sure if you want to study in English, make sure you upload the English test. Make sure when you get the scholarship, you have the most chance to be admitted into English teaching universities. That means if you have the TOEFL, use it. You can go to study for 100% English teaching universities. If you have the French certificate, use it. You can get admission and you can study in universities, your department in university that teach in French or Germany and other foreign languages. So if you don't have the certificate and you want just to apply to win to study in English or to study in Turkish, make sure you have the good outstanding academic performance. When you come over here, you are allowed to change the course, but it's very, 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 very hard. So make sure when you are choosing the medium of language instruction, make sure you be committed since day one. Don't just select any medium or let me go there and start studying in Turkish, then after a time I'll switch to English. It's real hard. You should have good standing results or certificates to convince them to do that. There are very few who are accepted to change from using English to using Turkish language to study in the department in English. Very few people who get that chance. So make sure before coming you make the decision. But to add over there, these courses which are offered in Turkish language aren't real hard, like maybe okay to do, maybe to study pharmacy. There's someone was asking me how hard it is to, he saw a lot of departments where in Turkish, so, and someone wanna apply for pharmacy, so how hard is it to study like pharmacy in Turkish language? It is not hard, because you will get enrolled into the language preparatory course for the beginning of the time. After like one year, but it's not going, it's just like some months, 7 to 6 months to 8. After that you graduate, you are ready to go to start the studies. Let me see another question. So even if you are settled in Turkish language, feel free, you can study. So you are saying, so please, I see the live lately. Okay, there is no problem, but me choosing university where I can find the statistic and detail only necessary document for this scholarship. So if you want universities that teaches in statistics, but please guys who are watching, like the video guys to rank it a bit higher, guys. Don't. So if you choose the department in statistics and other stuffs, I suggest fill your details well when you go to the part for choosing the universities. Like fill your detail. If you are applying for undergraduate or if you are applying for masters, fill your detail very well. Like if you are applying for masters, maybe you fill your detail. When you go to home page on the part for application, there is a part, when you go on selecting university, there is a part you choose according to departments. So there is, maybe you find they're arranged in alphabets, like maybe you find biology, you find chemistry, you find physics. So you will scroll down until you find the parts maybe for statistics. So in statistics is whereby you click on that department, it pops down the list of universities over there. I think if I finish, I get done over here, I could show you. I'm still finishing, I think, like, is it like 4 to 5 questions? If I finish 4 to 5 questions through that process, if you wanna see, if you wanna me to show you, I don't know if you will be still here or you'll already disappear. I don't know that. So but I can show you. I'm still finishing some little bit. Oh, let me just rush over there and try, but it will take time. So let me finish first this question, then it will be easier to take you there. Okay, I was finishing. And there's a question, maybe someone is worrying, is it necessary to be fluent in Turkish language to study in Turkey? It is not necessary, because majority of courses, as we said, they are taught in English. And when you are in the university, you can find sometimes you might need to learn, like, how do we call it? We should call Anglo-Turkish, like mixture of both. You cannot just find you study 100% English. You can do it 100% in English. Second year become more in Turkish, and the more it goes, the more English perishes. So, but after that time, you already have leveled up on the speaking skills. So you don't need, like, it's not mandatory to be fluent. You can be fluent during the studying course, because the language for the education is the education terminology are different from the street used terminology. So education terminology are mostly related on Latin language, so it's easier to catch up, unless maybe you are studying history and other department where you need to write according to your words and maybe books. That will be a little bit harder. Who can apply? Okay. Then let's talk about the age limit before I come to further questions. Age limit. For undergraduate, like the age limit, majority like they prefer 21 years during your application. It shouldn't be more. And for master's applicant, the age limit is 30 years. For those who are applying for PhD, 35 years. And people who are applying for research applicant, the upper age limit, 45 years. The last question in our list on this frequent most asked question, have an old account. You got the old account on Turkey scholarship website. Can I reuse for the current application? Because on this scholarship, when you sign in or when you register, your email remains over there. So that means even me, I'm doing like sometimes maybe tutorials maybe on how to apply and other stuff, my email remains over there. Next year I cannot use the same email. I can use it. So the question was, can you use the same email if you already registered on the system? Yes, you can, but you can just edit the details. So it's not mandatory that when you need to, maybe last year you applied and you are disqualified, this year you wanna reapply again. You can use the same email, log in, and you can edit by putting your details correct according to this year which you are applying, and like that you can submit and go on with the other processes. So for you who asked about that question, let me try to log in here. Let me try to log in, and I will show you. 1 second. Sorry guys, lighting is shaking. I don't know why. Same problem like yesterday. Yeah, now is okay. Feel free guys to ask any question over here. I still have some questions which I'll come over with. So let me check my education background. How, like what level did I fail over here, so that I should at least, okay, I failed until the bachelor's degree. So let me go on the part for the application for someone who said he wants to apply for statistics. Okay, yeah. For example, you can see me here now. Guys, I cannot share my screen. I'm not using a laptop, so I'm just using a normal mobile phone. So please feel sorry for me. So you can see here on my education background, I just filled I don't know if you can see where. Yep, I just filled the middle school, high school, and the bachelor's degree, and I added the associate degree because associate degree is just equivalent to this high school. No, associate degree, if someone went to college, that means will be a little bit nearer to high school associate degree. So, and I filled my bachelor's degree. I want for someone who wants to go for statistics. Then after you done that, go on here to click the home page. You can see, let me do this first. Still you cannot see. Yeah, then let's go to home page over here, and we can see the bachelor. No, we can see now we are not eligible for, we are not suitable for bachelor's degree. We are just suitable for graduate scholarship. So click this to apply, and we should agree here, start the application. So let's go on now. So after we have agreed now to proceed with the application here, you can see we got the application conditions. We will scroll down here to agree to general terms and click save. Okay, saved already. So let's go to the universities where we are looking for here preferences. So preferences, when we scroll here down, you click to add, and On adding now here, click to add, guys. On adding, you are saying you want to apply for statistics. So scroll down, you see they have been arranged in architecture, maybe architectural design. So is it, why is it not moving? Okay, because the university, let me close and reopen. I think, okay, I remember for bachelor's degree they had much of the options. So I can just see here, you can see you wanted to study statistic. You'll find the courses where statistics might be found. Maybe, let me see, like this. Is it urban architecture? So I can you can see a lot of like departments on this masters are limited. Like you are limited on architecture and other stuff, depending on the course which I failed during the course which I studied during my bachelor's degree. So you will have to feel very well during your bachelor's degree to come and get the equivalence at this part of the course which you want to apply for masters. I think was, I don't know, bachelor's in what, I was just doing a rough, that's why now it has popped here like another department. Other department, I cannot see that statistic anymore. So you do like that, but I think if the department which you did, the department which you studied during your undergraduate, if you studied any other department, here it will be just normal. And about the necessary document for this scholarship, just have the red exclamation which you must fill. If you don't fill, you cannot proceed. All of those are mandatory to fill. So let me close here. Let me proceed with some of the questions here are important. I think for masters will be beneficiary. Where are they? Yep, here we go. Yeah, I think that I answered it. About recommendation letter, I said it's better you get it from the academician and not from anyone else. And here there's someone who was saying, I have a 93% in FSC. I want to apply for MBBS and the Turkiye Burslari. How many chances I have to gain the scholarship? I mean, for example, in Pakistan, Punjab, if FSC student has 91.6% aggregate, while the closing merit is 91.4 for MBBS, he or she is on the safe side, and I'm on the safe side for the scholarship with 93%. What option should I choose and other stuffs? You can apply, but make sure on the letter of intent, which is mostly like your intentional and other stuff, like the personal motivation and other stuff, make it more professional. That will be the most important part. And yeah, I remember my brother here who asked about the most important document. Also, one of it is letter of intent, should be the outstanding, about the reasons why you want to study in Turkey, why that department, and your future goals. You should cover them in brief. Just so feel free to do that. Spend a little bit time, write, start by writing roughly, then you sit down, you start by reading yourself, evaluating, is this important to be necessary to be in my writing? After there, when you are sure, you write it over there and you save. Okay, someone was asking, I want to apply for masters in Islamic studies. Can you tell me the best university for this course and the percentage? So the percentage for masters to get admitted, majority of them were 75 plus. So 75 going above, you are eligible to apply for master studies. But if you have less than 75% in your results, You still have the chance to try the luck, but make sure the letter of intent should be very strong, more professional to outstand you, to increase the chance of winning the scholarship. There's a question here. I apply, but they do not accept for master's program, and how to apply again, my brother? Okay, if you applied and they do not accept for master's program, that means maybe there is a mistake. You have a mistake. There is a problem on your educational background. So make sure on the educational background, make sure you fill up the bachelor's degree. Fill the bachelor's degree. Make sure you fill the bachelor's degree so that you can apply for master's. So the problem is there. If you don't fill the bachelor's degree, you cannot apply for master's. And if you have also maybe associate degrees, like maybe you passed from diploma, you wanna add them. But if you have the bachelor's degree and maybe you passed the high school, so you can fill the high school, you can skip the middle school, fill the high school and fill the bachelor's degree, then you are ready to go. When you go back to homepage, as I was showing here, you can go on and apply now for master's degree. I think the problem is at the educational background or educational criteria. If also you should make sure all these checklists are double ticked, like maybe personal information, contact information, work experience, hobbies, coming to extracurricular activities, awards, projects, coming to experience in Turkey. Make sure all those are checked. If they are checked, go back to click at homepage. You will find masters is popping out. Now you can click, they find you are suitable, apply now. So the problem is on the educational criteria. Guys, I'm sorry, I should drink a little bit faster. I think, bro, did I made it clear? Did I answer it clear? I think the problem is on your educational background. Try to fill the bachelor's degree. If you fail the association, you can remove it. If you don't have, you can go there and delete the details about the associate degree. You can delete that and remain the bachelor. Then when you go to homepage, you'll find the masters you can apply. I don't know if I explained it well. So I don't know, maybe another problem can be maybe you graduated many years, like there is maybe age limit, but age limit is not a problem until you have started filling. So I think the biggest problem will be try to check all those if are double ticked, but the academic, I have not seen your academic background, education criteria, so you can check my contact somewhere where you can send me the screenshot of your education background, and I can try to check it, and also show me when you open the homepage, what do you find over there? What do they indicate there? Do they indicate you with this part like you are ineligible or eligible, or how do they indicate you with? So if I see those two parts, I can tell where the problem is. But for now, I don't know. The problem, I could say, even if you have yellow exclamations where they show yellow, still aren't completed. So until you fill them complete is whereby you can proceed. So there's the same question which came here, like when you on high school section, do we have to provide maybe 10th or 12th class information? So if you can provide the 12th class, which is high school, or 10th for those who are coming from country where they use 10th and 12th grade. But if you haven't graduated, you can choose on the status, you choose continue, then you put the 10th grade, like that. You upload the 11th or 10th card. Yep, I think so. Let's go. There is other questions. I think I should respond them before ending my live stream. If bro, you can do that, I'll try to check it and reply. Probably if it is not possible, maybe. But if you filled it correctly, you can apply. Probably you are just having the problem, maybe, or misconception during the application on your own. So okay, so let me go here, and I want to read some questions. I want to read them. That's why I'm trying to. But if you have any question now, you can just ask it out. I wanna read some of your questions and reply them. Any question? Oh guys, let me try to check here. You are saying also I written research proposal. Okay, you say I also written research proposal, but my high school and the university gap is 1 year, right? Okay, high school and the university gap is more year, and how to fill again. I written my research proposal, but my high school and the university gap is more than a year. How to fill again? The research proposal you will fill it after you proceed after you proceed for the application. After you fill all the information, mandatory information, this checklist like personal information, education and the hobbies, everything, work experience, when you go on applying, you accept the terms and the condition as I was showing on the live stream. I don't know if you are there or not. When you proceed until ahead is whereby you can fill your research proposal which you have written there. You can write it over there. But you are asking here another question that, okay, your high school and university is more here, how to fill it again. The good issue, fill your details according to how true they are. So if you finished high school maybe in 2014, they say, no. If you finish maybe high school 2012, for example, 12, then it passed 2 years. You didn't go for high school, you didn't go to university. Then 2016 you went to university. Then you did maybe 4 years until you graduated, or 3 years, you graduated in 2019. Then fill respectively, think of when did you graduate from the high school, fill that detail according to how the school you graduated, the system, which month, which month, which day, which date, which year. Then when did you go to school? Maybe for universities, put that date, put the month, fill in the year according to when you went, but the date can be. But if the month is very important, if the school open in September, but you're not sure you open September 1st, September 7th, September 12th, you can put September or September 25, but to be September, you put the year correctly, so that to show if the degree was pursued over here for this long time, really you did it. That's what I can say on the part. So fill your details according to how. If you are still in university now, when you apply now today, that means you're still proceeding, you are about to graduate maybe next year during May, maybe before the scholar, before departing to come here to Turkey and study. So if you are at that situation, what you can do, you can just on that part of fill when you started the university, the exact date. If you remember, if you don't remember, put the rough date, but the month is important and the year which the school was opening or you started the course. Then if you are still at school, put continue the expectation date of graduation, put it over there, and down fill your grades. If you are using GPA, put the GPA. If you are using the 100 system, like you get 80, 60%, 60 over 100, 90 over 100, put 100 system and choose the grades which you have. But if you put continuous, it just pops down there showing that this you are still continuing. They won't need the diploma, they just need the transcript for you to apply. That's it. So you can do it. I think the biggest challenge for you can be on the academic background feeling. If you find it very confusing, you can, if you want, if you haven't gone so further, if you got another email, you can apply using the other email. You start fresh now, from zero to hero, to the end. That's what I can say. So I was trying, guys, to find the video and to see the comment so that I reply. I remember I got a lot of questions. Yeah, this one here, video. Yeah, someone was saying this was Michelle Oluwakayode Adekambi was asking. All right, thank you to brother Emmanuel Alem. Please subscribe, feel free if you haven't done so. We are chasing 2,000 subscribers by the end of this January. Okay, the question came from Michael, I can say Michael was saying he started his application, but on the application doesn't say, okay, I have started my application. My faculty department was not listed in the application section as a management student. How can I add my faculty to it so that I can continue the application? So he started the application, but on the part where they need to put the department where he did his management studies, wasn't showing the department. So if you don't find among those departments which are available on the list, you click not in the list, you add it manually by typing. That's what I can say. You can do that by typing, you add it manually. But if to get it correct, if it is listed or not, start by filling the country where you did your studies, then fill out your city or region, then choose the university. So you find the university on the list. If it is not in the list, maybe it is new, it is not more popular, maybe not listed, click to add it and you type the name the way you know. It accepts the system. So don't leave it blank just because you aren't sure to fill it. And The other question came from Muskan Afrid, was asking, sir, it is not taking my emails. It said that it is not active, but they are. I am currently having all mails on that ID. It is active. I don't understand. Please help me. Like the email is not active. So after you finish registering yourself on the system, like by putting your username, by putting your first name, middle name, surname, putting the date of birth, nationality, you put down like the gender, you fill like the question, you fill your emails and password, then you check like you're not a robot, you certify that you agree to the terms, you click to save. You will be registered. After being registered, you need to activate your email. So to activate your email, how can you do that? You need to go to the email which you used, you log in, and they'll send you a message. I can show you here that message. Let me show you so that we shouldn't be talking on blank. Yeah, they'll send you a message like this, which is a bit in Turkish. You can see in Turkish, Uyelimiz Basharila. You can click, you find there is this red icon here, red words, tick line is meaning to activate your email. Click here. But when you scroll down here, so there's a link. So you can either activate your email by clicking the link, this one, or clicking this red icon here. So when you click there, your email will be activated. But if you just finish maybe registering, you put your email and other stuff, to click save, then you go back to login, it won't accept. They need to prove the real email which you added during the registration. Is it real working? Is it active? So that you shouldn't just put the email, maybe the email is no longer available, so they're trying to verify, is it still working? That's why they sent you an email to go there to check if it is working for them, if with this person where we can be communicating. Next time when they text you, the message should be able to reach to you guys. So that's why they do that. So make sure you activate it. It wasn't accepting because you are not activating it. Okay. Another person was asking, in the ID picture section, my document won't be accepted. What am I doing wrong? So if your ID or your passport size is not accepted, that means probably it can be the format or it can be the size. So if with the format, then go on Google and try to convert it into the format which you are sure you can, or the format which you are comfortable about it, to put it over there. But if you are not, if it's not the format, is about the size, go on Google, or you can download a lot of apps that can do compression, can compress the file, or photo compressor, specifically photo compressor on Google, free of charge. Most of them, some of them you pay, you convert into small size, then you upload. So the problem with the ID is like that. This scholarship is not that strictly than when you are applying for the residence permit. The photograph, the passport size are very detective. If it's just the color, there is no clearness, there's blueness, maybe blueness on the mouth and other stuffs, you find the system doesn't accept for you to proceed until the picture becomes clear, the background becomes full white. So make sure this problem, you can solve it. There's another question also that was asking the same, Beza Teresa, what if my university and the department is not listed? The same thing I said, what you can do. If it's not listed, you list it on your own. Okay. Another one was asking Shanet Center SNS, where is the application form? There's no application form. There is online application form. So the same, when you click the link, you will watch and you will apply. And the other was asking, I'm studying in last semester of my bachelor's degree and I graduate in April. So 2021, instead of diploma, what should I use? Should I upload? So if you're still in high school, or no, if you're still in university, maybe your bachelor degree and you're applying, you will be graduating in 2021, this 2021, maybe April, May. When you click continue, that means you won't be needing to put you won't be needed to put up the diploma. Just be requested to put the transcript, which you can get it from the school. Transcript is just the summary of the details of the detail about your academic outstanding or performance during like your inner exams, like the exam within the campus or the exams which are not nationwide known. So all the exams which you do, tests, like mostly these midterm, terminal, final, and annual like exams, those ones, they should be like summary of the results which you are making. When they are arranged in a chronological, starting from when you entered the university until the day which you are requesting that document, what exam have you done, like that moment, internal exam, and what results do you have. So that's the transcript. So you can use that to apply if you're still in university, even if you are still maybe in high school, the same. Even if you are still in high school, you are about to graduate or so, you can apply at the same, like through this method. And another person was asking, Kera Abdallah, what if I don't have passport and citizenship card? Can I use a bank card? Guys, to apply. So if you don't have the passport size, you should try to use the national ID. So there are only two options. Previous, they used to have three options. Like someone could use the passport. No, they had two options. Someone could use the passport, but also someone could just use the not national ID, certificate of birth. But now, because the countries, when you select the countries or by the criteria, that pops down. So now for the countries like Tanzania, now we are using our certificates. Like we are using, now we got the national ID. So that's why our documents are into national ID format. Yeah, so you can only apply using the national ID or the passport. Majority of you guys, you got the national ID or car number, so you need the national ID copy. Also, you can request it from the institution, neither where the National Institute, I don't know, of Data and others authority, to get it from there. Just the copy, scan the copy, which you can upload for them to go to process your application. Yeah, so I think, should I check a little bit about maybe other questions? I think I'll be mixing the topic, so let me confuse a little bit, but though I don't know, it won't be a good idea. Tomorrow I try to reply on this scholarship for Azerbaijan, because I've seen people are getting confused. So guys, if you don't have any question, we should be ending our live stream. Yeah, I think we should be ending. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I should just talk about it. Alright, because I wanted to end so that I shouldn't mix. Or let me end this live stream and open another one so that I can just talk about Azerbaijan. How do you see about that? Let me open the other one where we shouldn't mix file. When someone is looking just direct for this scholarship, should just find this. When you'll be looking for the other one, should just find the other one. So guys, if you got any question, leave on the comment section. You can share this video with other people or other the friend, but please, if you're new here, consider subscribing, guys. Let us get that 2K subscribers. Have a nice application. Best wishes. Wish to see you here in Turkey. Bye bye. Best wishes.